Thank you for coming out this evening. I would like to share with you some information regarding ticks and Lyme disease. Let's think about it for a moment. What are the chances of getting hit by a car when you cross the street? Pretty small, but there's still a chance. Here's a cute story for you. There was a mouse in the basement at my parents'. My mother hates rodent creatures. The new cat, Tom Girl, found the mouse. They trapped the mouse under a bowl and slipped a piece of cardboard under it and were going to rescue the mouse. They took it across the street and were planning on letting it go in the field. Well, the mouse had other plans. It turned around and hightailed it back across the street and got hit by a car. Who would have ever thought? If a mouse can get hit by a car, you can get bit by a tick. May is Lyme Disease Awareness Month. Lyme is an emerging infectious disease whose incidence has increased over the past 20 years and continues to increase in the future. According to international medical literature, Lyme is an emerging epidemic larger than AIDS or cancer combined. First of all, ticks are not insects. They are arachnids. The word comes from the Greek meaning jointed foot. They belong to the same family as spiders, mites, and scorpions. Arachnids are predators, whereas insects tend to feed on vegetation, although there are some blood-sucking insects like mosquitoes and fleas. The tick surveillance program in Nova Scotia has detected black-legged ticks in the province since 2001, according to Jeff Ogden, field entomologist with the Department of Natural Resources. In 2007, there were ticks collected from all parts of the province, from Cape Breton to Yarmouth. There were approximately 1,200 tick submissions, and of those, 400 were the black-legged ticks that have the potential to carry the Lyme bacteria. That is a 1 in 3 chance that the vector for the Lyme was there. In the November 2008 Insect-Free Notes, which is a publication for the employees of the Nova Scotia Department of Natural Resources, as written in the April 2009 BioLink newsletter, which is for the Atlantic Society of Fish and Wildlife Biologists, Ogden noted that the tick surveillance program had shown new establishments of black-legged ticks in Pictou County, Antigonish County, small area in Yarmouth County, as well as the known areas of Lunenburg, Bedford, Gunning Cove, and previous surveyed areas in Queens County. In August of 2005, this was written. Antigonish County, where previous scientific sampling noted 17% of 141 deer ticks tested carried Lyme. At that time, Dr. Gould said, as far as we're able to determine from the surveillance, there is Lyme disease present in the province, but the risk is minimal. The word endemic comes from the Greek, and a prefix meaning in, and demos, which means in a district. There are new establishments of black-legged ticks in Pictou County. Could one not say they are endemic to the area? The vector for Lyme is present, so why would one not think that the pathogen might be there too? Ticks are found on other animals besides deer, such as mice and birds. Nova Scotia is on what is referred to as the Atlantic Flyway for migrating birds. Ticks are transported and dropped in the area by the birds when they travel. There's no stopping at the border to check your baggage. Not all black-legged ticks carry the bacteria that cause Lyme, but there's still a risk of getting Lyme if the circumstances are right. According to Occupational Health and Safety, there are persons who are at greater risk. Many occupations may be at risk, including forestry, farming, veterinary, construction, landscapers, groundskeepers, park and wildlife management, and anyone who either works outdoors or has contact with animals that may carry the ticks, including domestic animals. Similarly, any person who spends a lot of time in the outdoors, hiking, camping, birding, especially in grassy or wooded areas, are also at an increased risk. Persons in the logging industry get regular mail-outs regarding the dangers of ticks and Lyme disease. What about the rest of us? Education is the key to protecting yourself and your family. Many people think that ticks burrow. Not so. Rabbits, mice, groundhogs, and mice burrow. To burrow is to make a tunnel. Ticks attach themselves. The tick secretes a cement-like substance as well as an anesthetic when they're attaching. This way the host does not feel them, and the tick is secured in place to help avoid getting knocked off. Ticks do not jump or fly. The tick will crawl up on a blade of grass or other vegetation and wait, waiting for a host to walk by that they can crawl up on. They crawl along on their newfound host looking for a place to attach, usually someplace warm with soft tissue, such as the neck, armpits, groin, back of the knees. Global warming has affected tick populations and the area where they are located.